So we'll move on to our next speaker, who is Katie Watkin from Welsh Government. Katie is the Wales Rural Network Manager for Welsh Government. And Katie will give an overview of the Rural Business Investment Scheme Non-Agri. Welcome, very warm welcome to you, Katie.
Thank you, Irwen. Okay, firstly, can everybody see my screen that's being shared? And can everybody hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. It's not on full screen with you, Katie. Can you? Oh, there we are. Fab.
There we go. Perfect. Okay, so I'm Katie Watkin and I am a Wales Rural Network Manager who is actually also working on the Rural Business Investment Scheme, Non-Agri. So I'm just going to give you a whistle-stop tour this evening of the scheme, what its aims are, the eligibility, non-eligible activities and things like that. So again, at the end of the presentation, the slides will be shared and there will also be the opportunity for questions and answers. Okay, firstly, the RBIS Non-Agri scheme is designed to support Focus Area 6 of the Rural Development Plan, which is promoting social inclusion, poverty reduction and economic development in rural areas with a focus on the following area: facilitating diversification, creation of new enterprises and job creation. So the scheme covers capital investment costs and will support projects in Wales that contribute to one or more of the following strategic objectives. So the diversification of the rural economy, the development of the supply chain for natural products, increasing the productivity, efficiency and competitiveness of local businesses. And so all projects which are supported through this scheme must make a contribution to one or more of the following thematic objectives. So that's promoting and developing the supply chain for natural products, developing an environmentally friendly image based on sustainable production methods, increasing resilience of the supply chains to withstand market changes, promoting technological innovation in both product and processes, providing career opportunities and skill development at varying skill levels, or diversification into non-agricultural activities in order to offer an alternative income stream to make a business more sustainable. Okay, so if we have a look firstly at who can apply for this scheme. So it's available to existing and start-up non-agri, micro and small businesses, including farmers or members of the farming household diversifying into non-agricultural activities. The scheme is discretionary and only the minimum amount necessary to allow the investment to go ahead will be awarded. So the scheme offers grant thresholds of up to 40% of the eligible project costs, and the minimum grant award is 5,000 and the maximum award is 50,000. The projects themselves will need to demonstrate the following as part of their application: that there's a need for the activity, that there's a need for the funding, that you've got the ability to deliver, and that there are project management, monitoring and evaluation arrangements in place. Okay, if we have a quick overview of the eligible activities, this is for capital investments in non-agricultural activities, including processing and marketing of non-Annex 1 products. The project must not be eligible under any of the other schemes that were run under the Rural Development Programme suite of support, such as the Food Business Investment Scheme, Sustainable Production Grant, Farm Business Grant, Timber Business Investment Scheme, and obviously that list is not exhaustive. And the Welsh Government competitive tendering and public procurement must be followed. So the full details of that can be found on those links. If you have any specific queries relating to this scheme, we do have a mailbox and there's its address there. So if you do have any queries, please send them to there and we will aim to get back to you as soon as possible. Okay, so if we have a look at the key points and the key requirements for this scheme, the applicant will usually have only one business development investment project running at any given time. The period of investment should not exceed 18 months, and the last claim for this scheme is the June 23. You'll need to demonstrate that there is a viable market outlet for the project and the product, and the project would not go ahead without the grant funding. The amount of grant that is requested will be the minimum gap funding that is necessary for the project to run. Okay, so applications are scored and assessed against the following criteria. So we'll look at the strategic fit, the delivery of the project, the sustainability of intervention, the long-term sustainability of the project, whether it offers value for money, financial compliance of the organisation and the project, indicators and outcomes will be assessed, cross-cutting themes, the management of the operation, and obviously more details on these can be found at that link, which will take you to the scheme guidance. And timescales will also obviously be taken into consideration, bearing in mind that the final claim will need to be submitted by the June 23 date. Okay, timescales for this. Obviously, the window is currently open as of the 26th of April and will be open for applications until 23:59 on the 4th of June. We aim to turn these round as quickly as possible and hope to get the outcome of the applications to each individual within 3 to 4 months of that date, to allow you time to actually deliver the project. And that was the quick whistle stop tour of the scheme itself. Obviously, we realised that it was a very high overview of the scheme and what it offers. But as I've said previously, further details can be found at that link. And if you do have any queries, please do contact us through the mailbox, which I mentioned earlier.